Greetings and welcome to the Marketing Matters podcast. Now, if you're new here, we usually talk about marketing technology, trends, AI, and everything that is in between. I'm your host, Steve, and with my lovely co
Um,
host,
Vicky.
welcome. So, today we have some quite interesting stories. Amazon seems to be expanding its offerings for people who have been using Amazon, especially the guys in the developed world. Amazon
Mhm.
has been able to simplify the what we'd call the fulfillment and supply chain challenges that most merchants, at least in the US and Europe, are facing. What this means is most business, and we covered this, Vicky. I think you can even put the link in the either in the description or on top of the screen, where we covered the challenges being faced by small businesses. And one of the biggest challenges we said was the logistical bit, which was it's
Mhm.
very hard for you to, as a merchant or as a business owner, to deliver a product efficiently and cheaply and securely to a customer. Now, in the US, Amazon solved this quite a long time ago. With when you would buy things on Amazon, you just needed to put your address and it would be there. And even they started those Amazon Prime subscriptions to you pay one fee and everything else is free. And they revolutionized that industry. Now, what they are saying or what they were planning to do is now they are saying we don't want to only stop at Amazon. We want to solve all your merchant fulfillment and supply chain challenges. What it means is if you are a business, and mostly, if you're being honest, the people who have supply chain challenges are the medium sized and the small businesses. Now they are saying you don't have to invest in a courier service, or you don't have to invest or in that whole headache of trying to see how do I deliver this product from New York to somebody in Washington. What you just do is onboard us as your fulfillment agent, and we shall be able to help you deliver those services to your customers. So somebody in, let's say in our case, somebody in Nairobi goes to your either you can be on Meta, you can be on TikTok, you can be on LinkedIn. You sell a service or a product, then somebody buys it, especially for products. If somebody buys it, you don't have to worry about their delivery. As long as Amazon is part of your merchant, they'll just put in their address. Amazon comes and picks it from your house, or you can deliver it to their warehouse, and then Amazon will ensure it gets to the customer. So what the innovation here is, or it's not really an innovation, it's just an expansion of an already good product, which is Amazon wants to expand beyond Amazon. I don't know if it makes sense. So basically, the Amazon fulfillment service is going to expand beyond the Amazon e-commerce platform, so that if you are on Meta, if you are on what's the other one, TikTok, if you are even running your own e-commerce site, Amazon is saying that they can help you do the logistics. Think of it like the Sendy for American small businesses.
Mhm.
Mm.
Yeah, I think that is a good idea and a good strategy that they are using. There was a time, I think sometime this year, they had mentioned, okay, it started in 2020, where
Yes.
they decided to include Amazon drone to help in their shipping and delivery of products now. And I think it was in 2020 where they announced that they had received the air carrier certificate from FAA, where they are allowed to now deliver products using the drone from I think it is in UK and part of US, and they are continuing to expand their reach, which is a very innovative and good idea. Though there is also, in terms of them expanding to now uh, going over and beyond Amazon, I don't know. They should also have the signing of DNA. They have
You
also
mean
been known.
NDA?
NDA, sorry, yeah, I was just wondering why I'm missing. Yeah, so
Yes.
Amazon have also been known for when deactivating best-selling products on their
Mm.
website and taking over the products to sell for themselves. They have also been known for that. Like when they see your product is doing so well, they are likely to also start doing the selling to take all the profit. So I don't know how they'll have that boundary where, as much as they do my deliveries, if they know that I'm doing this so well, they are not able to track and also just take over my business. I don't know. There has to be a balance from that. But otherwise, it's a good strategy. And if it's going to help solve the logistical challenges, then so be it.
Yeah, that's true. And an interesting thing about Amazon is that when I say Amazon solved the fulfillment, Amazon actually created their own warehouses. They even have their own ships, their own merchant,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
they have their own fleets. So
Yeah.
in fact, Amazon was very instrumental during the COVID period because they even helped supply a lot of those medications and those high, the PPEs and even the delivery of those. Because remember, in COVID times, a lot of people were not, there was no mobility and a lot of shops closed. So Amazon
Yeah.
supported a lot of businesses and government to ensure their fulfillment, and they would never have been able to do that efficiently if they didn't control the whole supply chain, which was all
Yeah.
the way from being able to take the product from the merchant, handle the shipping, and take it to the doorstep of the what's it called, the customer. So
The custom.
they are really they have really perfected that for their product, for their e-commerce platform, and now they are saying this is a new business opportunity to go into this other space. And again, you see, they have also been investing in those nuclear plants and whatnot. So they are also going to be using those technologies to make it more efficient. Maybe their cars will have better navigation systems. Maybe their workers will be able to, or their applications will be able to even see how to deliver efficiently because of the calculation that the app can do, so that you can find that they save more fuel, they have less emissions, they have more efficient and productive workers. So I see that is going to be a real game changer. And also something Amazon is famous for is losing money to to kill competition. So
Yeah.
Amazon
Mhm.
will earn a lot of money if it means competing with UPS and FedEx and all those big entities.
Yeah.
Anyway, on to our last conversation, or our last story for the week, which was Tesla launching, or at least giving a sneak peek of the future, which is their driverless cars, or driverless taxis to be precise, and also their robots. So there was a whole event where all these things were together. There was a minivan, if I can call it that. Then there was a taxi, and then there was even robots that Tesla says are going to, to be helping people, quote unquote, being your personal assistant. It's most of what they
Mhm.
were doing there was bartending services, but they are saying, or they are very bullish that in the next, I think by 2026, this is their target, that they'll be able to at least start shipping those driverless cars. It's a very huge ambition, and
Mhm.
if anything is to go by, they might not beat that target, but at least they got people talking. And the most important thing was that they were saying these cars, especially the driverless taxi, would be below 30,000 USD. That's
Yeah.
important because a lot of cars, electric cars to be precise, are at least 45,000. In fact, the cheapest Tesla car is around just shy of 40,000, and that's the low mileage one. If you want the long range one, you'll pay close to 50,000 USD. Cybertruck is almost 80,000 USD, and of course the Model Y is almost at the same price. So they are betting that they'll be able to deliver a very efficient driverless technology through their robo taxis, and also at a very cheap cost. I don't know
Mm.
what your reactions are, Vicky, to this, and what the motivation is here.
Well, I think for Musk this time round, he's continuing to, Musk is good at cars. So here, I will just say he's doing
I
a
have
good
no
job.
doubt.
Yeah, I have no doubt on his,
I
on
suspect
his
they won't beat the timelines
expertise.
personally, but things change,
Yeah.
because the Cybertruck was announced. Was it in 2016 or 2018?
Hmm.
It took how many years? Almost 5 years to actually get it to production. So
Yeah.
they're usually
This
very
technology.
ambitious with their timelines, but
Mhm.
you know, they landed a
I think
Starship the other day. So
you come to realize that technology requires also time in a way, as much as it's advancing at a faster rate. And also,
it
I
does.
think
And also,
they had
there's
mentioned
also
that
that
they'll.
issue of the Nini. What are they called? Driverless cars are also not still road legal. So
Yeah, and then this one, had they mentioned that it doesn't have the steering?
yes, it will be a fully
If it's
autonomous
not
vehicle.
dangerous, is
They are
that
saying by
dangerous?
then the technology will be so advanced that it will be safer than even drivers. So
Wow.
they are betting on their innovation because actually, to be fair, Tesla currently is the number one um, car manufacturer that has the best driverless technology. Though by law right now they can't, you can't go fully autonomous. They still required to have an assistance by the driver. But this one, it will have no steering, and that's why that's why they are saying, it has more space and whatnot. But that is why I'm saying I suspect it might be a big challenge, because you just need one minor accident
Yeah,
for government to clamp down on you. So but
yeah.
they are very bullish. In fact, they are saying based on what they are seeing now, by the time we are in 2026, those cars will be so safe that nobody will want even to drive cars.
Oh, yeah. And then I think he also mentioned that there was also a group of humanoid robots
Yes, those
working
robots.
on their own in the event space. Like, I'm just thinking of a future where we'll be working with robots in the streets as if they are like us, but from different cultures. We are
Yeah.
assuming that these ones are different cultures or they are different tribe.
No,
It's just a bit
this is
scary,
just
but really,
this is what we those futuristic movies that you used to
yeah,
watch, and it's
yeah.
coming to life. And but I
Ah,
suspect most of it, the most application will be for industrial use. That would be
mhm.
the easiest application, because the risk of having some negative consequences is lower when they are in their own environment, as opposed to when they are interacting with people, so they might crush a kid, walk,
But
so they are very sorry.
what will control them to
They will have
remain
their
in?
own mind. You see, they argue that a humanoid or a human, those robots just need to be given parameters. That's why I'm saying it's easier to control them, for because already right now car manufacturers use robots, and even pharmaceutical companies use robots for their manufacturing. You just tell them what they need to do. So a car knows, I need to carry a door from here, I implant it here. It's very easy to code that. But when you are interacting with people, it's harder, because the rules are not the same. You see, the machine will take a door that is here. It's expecting the door to be here, lifts it and puts it where the car is expected to be here, which is currently what is happening. That's why I'm saying it will be easier for the humanoids in the industrial area, where they're saying we need you to clean this 100-floor building. It is unsafe for humans, but they have scoped the building. They know the dimensions, so the machine can do that without risking lives. And if anything, if it dies, it's a machine. But now, when you are
Mm.
interacting with people, there are so many variables. You see, a machine is expecting that maybe if I'm walking like this, if this guy chooses to go right, I should go left. But you know how sometimes when you're walking and then you're confused on which side this guy is trying to go, you might end up having an issue with the machine. A human knows when it steps on something that is a bit squishy, or it's like it feels fleshy, then it will remove its leg. But a machine might not know that, so it can crash animals, it can it
Mm.
can hit people, it can walk into roads. So there are quite a huge several things. And even Tesla themselves, I think they give themselves up to until almost 2040 for these things to be now
Mm.
with us. But they are saying in the next 10 years, it will be very
Mm.
possible for companies to actually replace their workforce, especially manufacturers, in different things. It can be car wash, it can be your company that manufactures paint, or what. Any company that has a work warehouse environment will likely be able to use the humanoid in the next 10 years. But they'll be quite pricey. They'll be He says, I was watching his other interview. He said they would cost almost, his vision or his ambition is that he wants them to cost less than a car. So that is at least $10,000. So he says with $10,000 in the next 10 years, he believes companies or people will have an assistant robot. So who knows? People who are saying that house help and what are they called? There's this, the care for the elderly. What's that
Okay.
one? Sorry,
Caregivers.
caregiver jobs. They were saying those ones are immune to disruption. And I was telling guys, I think you don't fully appreciate the capabilities of AI, because if they do that, then even a lot of what we'd call them the protected areas, the protected jobs like nursing and Medicare will also be hugely disrupted, because one of the most ruthless industries in cost cutting is also the pharmaceutical and the healthcare industry. So if they can get a robot that can do the work of 10 nurses, they'll get it, because that one works 24 hours. You just need to charge it. So there is the biggest problem actually I foresee us facing in this evolution is acceptance. Most people like seeing the robots out there or in movies, but most people don't trust robots with their kids or with their family members, or even being close, sleeping with a robot, with a robot in your living room. Most people don't trust that, and when you overcome that, then you will find huge adaptability. I think that's their biggest hurdle that they face. How will people who are used to being with other people accept having a machine, quote unquote, living amongst them and doing things and even staying awake while they are sleeping? It's like having an intruder in your home. But that's it from us today. It has been a very lovely conversation. I don't know, Vicky, if you have any other remarks, so that we close on this news section.
Yeah, I think technology and the technology news in general is advancing at a very fast rate. Like you wake up in the morning and it's like what happened yesterday is different from what is happening today. So just stay
Very true.
glued and stick to the Marketing Matters podcast, and we'll be able to keep you up to date.
Yeah, things are moving faster than even our political situation. But that has been good. It has been a nice conversation. Of course, like, share, subscribe, and always give us feedback so that we can improve, and even share with you topics you want to hear. We want also to give you things you want to listen, so that to listen to or to learn about, and we are very open and happy to get your feedback. Otherwise, it's been good from us. See you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.